Cool. We are live. What's up, guys? I want to share something with you tonight that has been heavily on my heart. A couple of things I want to give a shout out to. Number one, Jeff Booth for the book of The Price of Tomorrow. He talks about how deflation is going to create an abundant future. And as it relates to marketing, deflation is what is going to replace majority of our jobs. I am expecting to be completely worthless in 10 years in my current role. And I want to create an opportunity and a viable option for people in my network and friends to have a game plan for that. And this game plan is actually exciting and very encouraging. So please stick around and watch. So to start off, I want to start with Google AdWords, SEO, and other platforms. I've been in the industry for over 10 years, and the first thing I want to talk about is the fact that when it relates to running paid ads, a lot of this stuff has been managed on our own when it comes down to building a campaign, to your keywords, to your ad groups, and majority of it now is being automated. We had a meeting with Google last week where on a shopping campaign for a e-commerce website, for instance, bids are being automated, and we've got that with smart shopping like we've seen with e-commerce. Now we're starting to see it on text ads where bids are being automated for e-com as well as local businesses. And what we're actually starting to see with technology in other arenas, if you've heard of GPT-3, so G is in Gary, P is in Philip, T is in Terrence, and then -3 is in the number 3, GPT-3, is you can actually tell a piece of AI what you want to see be rendered. And take a moment to go Google it. But whenever you do utilize GPT-3 and the OpenAI software, it actually shares with you what they believe you want to see. And one thing interesting about artificial intelligence with GPT-3, as it relates to Moore's Law, if we talk about Moore's Law and GPT-3, which is AI is actually around 2 to 3 times more advanced and fast learning than Moore's Law. So let's take one quick step back. Moore's Law actually talks about how since 1970 or so, that every chip that is released for computer just speed and intelligence and processing power, all of these things that have taken a computer to our phone, it actually increases by 2x every year or so. And with AI, it's 3 times faster. So versus every year chips being 2 times faster, you actually see AI be faster at a 3x multiple. So it's almost every 3 to 4 months you see AI double in power. So what does this mean? Technology is deflationary, like I said, from Jeff Booth's book, The Price of Tomorrow. So as this relates to my job, whenever I work in marketing, is number one, people who write Google ads, people who write Facebook ads, people who want to control bids on ads, 5 years from now, they're worth 0. Just think about that. Because of the fact that technology from an AI perspective is growing at such a fast rate, it can replace our job. So again, to take a quick step back, Moore's Law, where computer chips speed up and become more powerful at a 2x multiple yearly. And when that happens, the price of those come down like we've seen. But what happens from an AI perspective is it's typically 2 to 3 times faster. It's actually, with AI, replacing some of our jobs. So what does that mean for us as marketers whenever we are being literally replaced? To me, what that means in my perspective. No one is talking about this in my industry. No one at work, when I bring this up, has a word to say. Literally, no one has a word to say about any of it. It's just me alone. Quite frustrating, frankly, because no one's thinking about it. And something's been on my mind for the last 4 to 5 years. And so I'm going to speak up about it. I'm going live right now. I don't care to sit back and wait another day. I've been doing this for 10 years and no one has an opinion. So my thought immediately, I want to talk about it, and I feel convicted to talk about it because people are already losing their jobs with the pandemic. 20 something million jobs. I don't even know what it is. I could go Google it and tell you, but you do it yourself. Jobs are being lost. People are being replaced. So, what is the one thing we're going to do? I'm not going to teach people how to write ads. I'm not going to teach people how to target keywords. The one thing I care about is teaching people how to be creative with marketing. I want to teach people how to connect the dots between 4, 5, 6, 7 marketing platforms to build a story and build a strategy for their clients. That's ultimately what it comes down through. I don't want to be long-winded. I don't want to go too deep in the weeds on this right now, but the one thing I want to say is if you're an ad copywriter, you probably got 5 to 7 years, maybe more. If you're someone who is managing a paid ad platform as far as managing keywords, creating ad copy, and so on, you probably have a shorter time frame because that is typically managed by an algorithm. Writing copy is something you have to do, every other competitor has to do, and then an algorithm funnels and decides how to serve that information. When it comes to simple sentences, keywords, etc., it's much quicker, dynamic, and easier for artificial intelligence and information to render this. So again, my whole point is there's two perspectives. You've got your short form ads, you've got your content. They're both separate from each other. The ads, those people are going to be replaced far sooner than later. The people who are writing the actual content on a website or on this thicker, deeper form content have more time. But the whole point is they're just the algorithms and the AI are actually connecting the dots and replacing us. And what is actually happening is due to the deflationary nature of where technology is heading, humans are being replaced. So we have to do a good job as marketers of actually connecting the dots between these and doing a better job of serving overall content, marketing strategy, etc., to the marketplace. I'm 8 minutes in. I want to wrap up here. And if I still have your attention, I would love to follow up more on how this is going to impact paid ads as a whole, design from a content creation perspective, and then also copy. But as of right now, this is all I want to share because this is the very first time I'm at 9 at night speaking, and I'm a very transparent person. I've had one pour of whiskey. I actually had 1.75 ounces of E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof. If you love some Buffalo Trace, it's delicious. But my wife encouraged me to make this video tonight, and I often just talk about how I don't want to share my mind. And in my organization, if you're still hanging around, I've always been a top salesperson, a top analytics, just dissector, and really care about getting in the weeds. I rarely am stressed. A lot of people in our job are just stressed because they don't know how to talk to clients. And in my mind, when clients are stressed, they are begging for you to explain to them what either A, you understand, or B, you don't understand. Your job is very simple. You either learn what you need to know to feed the need of others, or B, you choose not to learn your job and not to be a problem solver, like my good friend Andrew Elkins said, and you fail at life. It's quite simple. You either choose to solve problems or you do not. And I encourage all of you, solve problems. Go after what you want with marketing. And if this was in any way valuable within 10 minutes, follow, subscribe, and stick around because my God, this is the first thing I have to drop among a lot of incredible content that I hope will change your life, make you a lot of money, and make you irreplaceable. Have a great night.